At least 3 people have been killed and 18 others injured in a suicide bombing in the far north of Afghanistan. The morning attack happened near the city of Mazar-i Sharif in Balkh province. Officials say the bomber detonated his vest near an Afghan army vehicle. All the reported casualties are army employees. Well, this happened meanwhile while the Taliban is on the verge of capturing the strategic district of Sangin in Helmand province. That's according to an army commander of the Afghan army. Most of the city has already been taken by the militants. The Afghan government is now controlling just a few square kilometers of the city. Let's get more on this with Jennifer Glasse, who joins me now from the Afghan capital. Jennifer, can you start by telling me what exactly is happening in Sangin and what would be the significance if it fell?
Well, Sangin is a district just outside of the provincial capital, Lashkargah. We know the fighting has been very fierce. The Taliban launched an offensive just a couple of days ago, late on Saturday night, and have been able to take some territory in Sangin itself. We're hearing reports that they may have the marketplace. The fighting in Helmand province has been very fierce for quite a long time. Now, while Sangin itself, not a huge district, home to only about 100,000 people, isn't in itself terribly strategic. It does seem to be part of the Taliban strategy to surround the provincial capital, Lashkargah. And of course, Sangin is very much at the heart of the drug production trade, the opium poppy production trade down in the south. It straddles the desert down there, as well as the fertile green area along the Helmand River. So it is a key place for the Taliban to take. Of course, it would be a moral blow to the Afghan security forces. The fighting very fierce, we understand.
And we've also had this other attack in northern Afghanistan. What can you tell us about that?
That was a suicide bomber. The attack was against an Afghan army bus just outside of Mazar-i Sharif in northern Afghanistan. We understand 3 Afghan army soldiers were killed and 18 injured. This gives you a sense of what kind of pressure the Afghan security forces are under. Very severe pressure. Now, the south is the traditional Taliban stronghold and a traditional area where they've always fought. But in the last year or so, they've also been fighting in the north. Now, NATO officials tell me they think that's part of the Taliban strategy to stretch the Afghan security forces as much as possible. The Afghan security forces have taken punishing casualties in 2015, losing more than 7,000 soldiers, with about 3 times that many injured. Very, very difficult casualties. The Afghan army down about 25,000 soldiers because of attrition rates, because of poor leadership. And in the south, in Helmand province, we understand they are trying to rebuild, reconstitute the 215 Corps that is down there because of problems with leadership. The Afghans still struggling with intelligence, still struggling with mastering logistics. Of course, they don't have the kind of air power they had when NATO forces were here. So it's a very, very contested fight, both in the south and in the north.
Okay, Jennifer, many thanks for that. Jennifer Glasse joining us there from Kabul.